You know that thing you've been waiting on for like 2 years? And how it's supposed to be awesome and how it's going to blow your mind? Well, it's been here this whole time. But maybe you just like waiting.
You must be happy.
Boy, remember when Apple was the cool thing? Samsung saying we're cooler than you. Wow. Well, all of this comes as Apple is considering belatedly two large screen sizes of its own, 4.7 inches, and one 5.5 inches. Size apparently does matter. All right, Scott Martin, what do you think of this and what they're looking to do and whether they can sort of steal that thunder from Samsung, or is it too late?
It's not too late. I mean, Samsung's made some really big strides. You know, this is coming down to a Coke-Pepsi thing now, Neil. There's two horses left in this smartphone race. You know, Nokia's out of the picture, HTC, BlackBerry totally irrelevant. So you're going to see these guys fight out pretty closely.
You think HTC is
hey,
irrelevant?
I know. Those are the good old days, man. And I'll tell you what's going to be even funnier. This is going to play out in the market, but also in the courts. These guys sue each other every month for billions of dollars for all kinds of funny stuff.
Hadley, you know, Apple could be losing its purview here a little bit. But, of course, you know, the fact of the matter is when you're preparing to ship and make 80 to 100 million of anything, that's a very different view of a company's success. So obviously Apple is banking on a lot of people buying these new phones. What do you think?
I think they will. Look, Apple's still the market leader with about 41% market share. Samsung's still under 30%, but they are making strides. So I agree with Scott. We're going to see it work its way out, but a lot of people are in love with Apple.
I'm just wondering, too, whether it's too late, though. I mean, you think about it, Noel. I mean, Samsung's having problems selling a lot of these phones. I think simply because they made too many of them. But maybe they're too late to a party that's pooping out.
Well, you know, when you have such competition like that, the winner is the consumer, you know, because they're going to perfect it, they're going to make it right, and let them battle it out. Let them have size envy going on constantly back and forth, because the winner is going to be you, it's going to be I,
You're right.
It's going to be, you know, the consumer.
That's right. We can all fight over these products. All right, our second issue, speaking of things tech, I will relate these two, Netflix and Vladimir Putin. I want you to hear me out. Netflix was once stumbling for subscribers. Now it has over 50 million paying users. It's a big streaming success, took advantage of Apple, which was stumbling in that department. Then there's Vladimir Putin. He was in control, making President Obama look like a fool since this down jet. He's on defense. So things can turn hapless in a moment. What do you think of that, Noah?
Great. Boo Putin, yay Netflix.
I noticed you didn't say yay Obama.
You're a sage for making that comparison.
That's the way I am.
Obviously.
All right. That's the way I roll. All right, Scott, what do you make of that? And that sometimes the darndest things can happen. And Netflix, which, as you know, and I think reported at the time, was almost given up for dead with a new pricing strategy. Then Apple took its eye off the streamlining ball, and then Netflix just pounced on it. And, you know, kind of lucked out. Not entirely. It also had very crafty marketing and a strategy. But I'm thinking of that in reverse with Vladimir Putin, who was doing everything right on the global stage, and then this plane incident.
Yeah, you know, it's content, right? I mean, that's how Netflix has taken the lead here. And Vladdy, we're kind of on a first-name basis, he and I. You know, his content's terrible. I mean, he's got the shoot-down with MH17. He's got all kinds of issues with Ukraine, which he's lying about. So if he improves his content delivery, maybe he'll get back in the good graces, just like Netflix did with House of Cards, Orange is the New Black, maybe the Cavuto network, you know, who knows? That's how they got back.
Yeah, I was thinking, he's got to win over people who don't intrinsically trust him, though. I mean, Netflix didn't have quite those issues, but you're right. Hadley, I'm just wondering, though, what this says about fate. I mean, in a business sense, in the political sense, we tend to sort of pick our winners and make general statements, forgetting that they're snapshots in the moment. As soon as they're snapped, they're shot.
Well, things do change, Neil. Things are always changing. I'm hoping that things will change here at home. I think a lot of Americans are still left years ago waiting and hoping for the chance to have hope in America again. That's what we were sold, and we haven't seen it happen yet. So I'm hopeful for the future.
I'm sorry, that so many don't think they will change, that usually that prevailing view is proven wrong, that things get better, and all of a sudden whatever cynicism is out there for the moment is short-lived.
Well, history shows us that things do change, so things are going to change, and I believe for the better in this case.
And you're saying, Noel, because Republicans will storm into office, right?
History repeats, is what I say.
Yeah. So you saying this is the moment Republicans seize on that?
That's what I say. But I'm in the money business. I'm making money off this. I get commission. So, yeah, I'm seizing the moment.
I admire that, the shallow nature of that.
Hello.
Scott, are you betting on the market continue to do what it's doing as well?
I am, Neil. Rates are so low these days you can barely even see them. And there's one game in town, and that's stocks. You got dividends that are higher than bond rates right now.
All right. Guys, I want to thank you all. In the meantime, what a time for the TS.